The evolution of credible gospel artists in the world is one to reckon with. As seed time and harvest never cease, so is the trend of gospel artists in the world history.
I never thought that I would be doing this because people told me what I could not do. They didn't tell me who I was. They never told me what I could accomplish, who I could be. They put the shackles on and the limits on.
My life is a storybook of God's manifestation. I'm a product of my worship. It's not by singing, it's by grace. I'm living in a house I didn't pay 1 naira.
But God used music in order to free me by increments of all the bondage.
Do you know what it means for somebody to finish building a house and give it to you? You know, and sometimes every time I come out of my house, I look around, I ask myself, how old are you?
Never take for granted the ministries that you sit under.
This is Inside on Grand Gospel.
Keep watching Grand Gospel.
Hi everyone, my name is Tayo Christian. I'm a gospel artist based here in Nigeria, Abuja. Okay, first of all, growing up as a young child, I used to have this love for music. So my dad usually play those old what is it called, LP. They play those days, and I find out that those days I keep scoring those songs. You know, I just want to listen to the songs. So gradually, when I got to secondary school, I joined my FCS in my school, Fellowship of Christian Students. Then that was where actually music really started for me. You know, I got born again at a very young age. And because of that also, it really motivated my kind of music that I'm doing today. Because I'm somebody that loves God. I want to do a lot of my things for God. So basically my journey in music, why I chose gospel music was because I want so much of God in my life. So my songs need to depict what I'm trying to live daily. So for me, that was where the journey for gospel music started. Firstly, I would say my number one motive still remains. I keep imagining every day, how can somebody just decide to lay his life for everybody? You know, it's a very huge sacrifice. So for me, that's what really inspires me. So when you listen to my songs, all the songs I've done so far, they are intensive worship songs. I got those songs in places of where I was having communication with God, where I was trying to pour my heart to God. So most of the songs I've had so far came from my innermost desire to worship God. So for me, it's my desire to worship God that brought about the songs. Well, you know, first of all, I would say the society is changing, and those days we didn't. There are some things you would do in a music video. I'm just saying, I think it's the trend that is changing in the music industry, because those days you do a song and a girl is wearing a trouser in the video, and that will spoil the video. Nobody will play it. I remember years ago, one of my friends, is a gospel artist too. He did a video and ladies were putting on trousers in the video. It's not like they were even dancing, they were just wearing trousers. That was the end of that project, trust me. That was what killed it. So I think it's the present day society that we're in. I think they tend to want to allow some of those things. They don't see it as being offensive. Well, for me, a pop song and a gospel song, the difference is just the content. Basically, I think it's the content in the song. A pop song is, you can actually see a pop song and it's having a content that is filled with so much of Jesus and God. Do you understand? So the content differentiates the song. If I'm going back to how I actually started music, it wasn't really very, very interesting for me. It wasn't rosy. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't. I remember starting up, trying to record a song those days, and before you go to the studio, you stay at home and cook for the producer to feed him so that he will be happy to do your job. And many times you even cook the food and take it there, he will eat it and he won't do your job many times, but for me, I kept persisting because whatever I have purpose in my heart that I want to do, I don't easily get distracted like that. I make sure I achieve that goal that I've set before me. So it's really not been very rosy. It's been very rough, but gradually growing up in music, I didn't mention I'm a music producer by profession also. All that came they came together just because of my drive. There's a kind of sound I want to get from my music I wasn't getting. We were going from this producer to the other, I wasn't getting it. So I had to sit down and learn how to produce my songs the way I want them to sound, the way I'm perceiving or the way I'm hearing it in my spirit. So it wasn't rosy. It wasn't.